support for MKOI. Alvaro joins us. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much.
The revenge angle is there. The dance is there. Let's start with the dance. Where did the idea from the dance come from?
I'm pretty sure it was Mirwin idea, but I think also everyone was down to do it because, as people probably know, like in MSI, when we lost into them, you know, like Driver did a dance on us. So yeah, we just had to do a little revenge.
Yeah, a little revenge. Did you realize the state of the game? Like early on, things weren't going your way. What were the comms like there?
I mean, the comms were fine, I think, when we were like 4 kills down. But when there was one bad play, I remember it was a bit more, I will say, we were a bit more tense. But something that we really tried and we have been working all year long, I think, is the resilience. And yeah, I think it shows up like...
Yeah, I'm really curious about that Atakan rush. It feels like you guys stalled for so long, not allowing them to start the dragon. At what point were you like, oh, now wait, they can't join us if you go Atakan? How do you see that sequence?
So I think it's a lot of conditions. I think Jojo was getting tempo on bot side. Also, Rel didn't have any more wards, so if they wanted to face check into us, I don't think it's a good fight for them. And we were really valuing the risk of actually getting a fight. And you know, if you win this fight, of course, it's something that is good, but it's not really that easy because they are on their spikes, like they have items as well, and we need to walk into them in the day. So I think the best decision that we could take is, okay, we control mid, then we decide what we do, and since we delay them that much, we have the opportunity to go into Atakan, and maybe also they get in panic, and they come to face us in Atakan, and if they face check into us, it's actually better.
That was a great call.
Thank you.
Yeah, there was a lot that went into that, and I'm curious about, you know, for the rest of the tournament, you've made it now through the best of one stage, and you have to go into some best of threes against some really strong teams. What do you guys think about your chances moving forward in the knockout stage?
So we're facing Genji or T1, right?
It's T1.
T1.
It's T1?
It's T1.
Okay, so I mean, I'm happy because I think, for example, the player that I only looked up to, I think is Keria, and it's someone that I have respect, but, you know, I'm not any fan or anything. I think everyone, like, I need to look at them on the same height as me, you know? I cannot look anyone up to because they're my competitors. So, I mean, I'm really hyped. Like, for example, I never played into T1, and as I said, for me, something that is, yeah, it's once in a lifetime, you know, because you don't get that much international. So right now, I think we are confident. Today, for example, the lane was a bit confusing, but I think we have the tools, and the team that comes better prepared will take the win.
All right, Alvaro, let's go through some of the highlights here. We've got 3 clips pulled out for you. First one was in the mid lane. Jojo kind of getting bullied pretty hard time and time again, just getting picked off and focused. I feel like that just seemed to be the clear game plan here.
Yeah, here I told him Rel can move because we died on bot and he was full HP. And since he didn't show, like in 10 seconds, I think he assumed that he wasn't there. And the problem is that in that play he didn't have face rush, otherwise he could escape. And yeah, I mean, here is just... I think Skarner is so annoying as a champion, but it's not played that much now.
Yeah, I think he could have actually, if it W's first to cancel Skarner E and E's out, he probably could have gotten away. He realized after in the game that, oh, it's just W first and then E, and then Skarner isn't that much of a threat. But obviously, he is getting caught out by the edge of the Skarner E.
It was funny because, you know, he's dying on Galio, but we were maybe going to pick Kassadin, but they banned it as well. So, you know, maybe with Kassadin it was even harder. But actually, Kassadin can cancel the Galio with Q, the Skarner with Q.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of information there, but maybe good research there by CFO. Then later on, this was one of the coolest replays I've ever seen. This was a race for feats of strength. You guys made the call to go to Otacon, drop the Rip Herald in the mid lane, and then Driver pops ult here with Junjia to try and burn it down. You guys barely beat them, 97 HP. Then the gank down here. And there's no way you guys knew that he had Rumble. Did you think he had Rumble?
I mean, we didn't know. Like, the thing is that probably, I mean, it happened to us also, you know, when you are a bit tense, I think you don't even think, and you are like, I want to finish this objective as fast as I can, and he was thinking the ulti was the best DPS. But yeah, I think this fight, for example, we have a lot of tools that we can go into them. We have globals, so it's hard for them because they actually had to move into topside, and we were ahead on tempo.
Well,
and here Supa with, you know, putting some pressure on them.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really confident and he was giving confidence to everyone. He's saying, let's go for this fight. As soon as I hit the E, he said, I'm going in and I'm flashing in. So.
Yeah, well, we have Alvaro here now breaking it down, but we also have the team comms of what was happening at the time. So let's take a listen to that one there.
I can make so much time.
Yeah, I think Super will be faster,
okay? Okay.
I will. Genie stop.
I'm gonna W.
I'm coming.
I can R, if you go. I still vault. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, don't go deeper, okay? No. Push me. Guys, I TP top, but can we play the map?
Here. Can you push bot? Maybe.
Only if they go too deep.
Look.
I'm here. Run no flash.
Careful, Ganyu time.
Someone tank. Ah!
Yeah. And here I think it's Javi shouting as well, like fucking good,
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play
Chill.
normal. Gen low?
Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't see this.
Yeah. And now you get to see it. The meme taking over the world. Indonesian boat dancing, boat racing.
I mean, maybe it looks good, but we are not seen, in the back. That's the sad part.
He's taking the show from you.
When you look at the meme, do you know who's rowing? No, you know the kid that's in the front.
Yeah, that's true.
Very accurate. Huge win there for you. And then we can fly the final fight and just kind of talk over it in general, just how this feels for you guys, because the MSI performance wasn't exactly what you wanted. What does a win like this do for you, knowing that, hey, we can win in high-pressure best-of-ones, and now we have opportunity against the reigning world champs in T1?
And how I actually see it is, since I really love competition, I think being able to compete the most that I possibly can, like having another day and having another chance to prove myself into the best, I think is what actually drives me, like, through the competition. And basically this time, I think also winning them when we actually got eliminated some weeks ago in the MSI, 1-3 in a series that we actually didn't really enjoy playing. I think it's also, like showing that even if you are behind and all the things that you are actually doing in training, even if one day goes bad or anything, when you are actually doing the things correct, you can still win and show that you actually have the potential and the level.
How much do you feel like the mental game to how well you can play on the day? Do you feel like a lot of it is your actual preparation and the way that scrims go and stuff, or do you feel like it's a bit more up in here and how the team is feeling as a whole?
I think, for example, we're a team that in scrims doesn't play as good as usually other teams play, and I think we are more of a stage team, as we said. I think this is also because we are a bit emotional team, and there is sometimes that the frustration can trigger on us, and we actually don't stop it on time. But also we have the tools, we have the stuff, and as players we actually grew up a lot. So I think mentally is really important, and also the confidence that you give to your teammates, because the way that you can express your body language, how you are actually communicating in the game and everything, I think is the important part when it comes to the game, because I think the work is already done, like studying the game and outside of the rift.
So I was wondering a little bit, because obviously you play in Europe most of the time. Is there something you feel like you can punish more international play than just in Europe? Is there something that you kind of wish you can get punished more by in Europe?
Like, so I can get better on Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure. I think the one that impacted me the most, it was the first international I played in Worlds 2024. I think it was the opening of the enemy support. Like in early game, for example, I think in Europe, mostly the support doesn't do much, like it's just mostly opening mid or bot side. But I remember when I was playing in 2024, like openings on top side, coordinating with the jungler at level 4 or level 3, diving. I think how they play with the tempo and how fast they play and how coordinated, I think is something that actually in Europe doesn't happen as often. Sometimes happens, but it's not something that is actually constantly, And yeah, I think when you play into these kind of teams, you actually need to be all the time focused, because if you do one mistake, they get a big lead. Especially into LPL, I think they play faster. And then LCK is more stable and more slow.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that victory, you make it on into the knockout stages. Congratulations. Any final words to maybe all the fans, all the Europeans in the world that were looking towards you?
I mean, I'm happy because today, actually, our fans came to see us. They have traveled a long time and giving them a win so they can also see us tomorrow. I think it's something that they deserve. And for all the people that are from home and also to my family, thank you so much for the support. And yeah, I wish that tomorrow we also have a banger series.
All right, Alvaro, everyone, the victor on today's knockout match. They will advance and play T1. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, one more knockout match to play. FlyQuest versus Furia, the hopes of Brazil, or will it be the LTA North triumphing again? Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Esports World Cup.